how do we really address racism in a way that truly makes change? And your story about the pearl made me think of that, because the pearl is all about alchemy. It's all about transformation. And I feel that since this is the end of our conversation, which is breaking my heart already, I can't believe we're already at the end of our conversation. If you could lead us out with some words about how do we address this pandemic of racism that we know has nothing to do with the teachings of Christ, and how do we transform our society where no one's left behind and where all of our lives are treated with dignity and love?
The biggest, quickest answer I have right now is a most pragmatic one for this amount of time. I mean, it's easy to move into that, and I have for years and years. You cannot find one of my books, starting from the earliest ones, that does not deal with sexism and racism in one way or another. So I feel very authentic about that. At the same time, we're at a whole new stage of it. I can't tell you, in my heart has, I cried in front of a television set, and I cried from anger. I was so angry. I have watched this thing happen, and everybody just sits back and looks away. Finally, they sat down and the names came out and the posters came out. And most of all, when they began the march, they weren't Blacks walking alone. And I was almost afraid to look at the screen. I've not been able to walk for 12 weeks. I couldn't go to a demonstration. That's why I'm talking to you today. I decided that since I couldn't be in the demonstration, this was the one thing maybe that I could be part of, that I could say we did together. And I honestly, I believe that the answer is we must now make great efforts to stay together. Whites must join Black groups so that they learn what's going on, talk about the best strategies. Don't just go home, even though your own personal heart is breaking. Sure it is. Keep this coalition together. Keep that voice amplified. Keep those responses clear, and don't let anybody break us apart. Nobody. And this has got to be, I have said for months that the 21st century would be, in the first place, I see Benedictine spirituality as the spirituality of the 21st century, and I see the 21st century as the great social upheaval of the last 1,000 years. And that can only be done by two groups of people, the brown and Black people and women. Those are the leftover, left out generations and populations. And while everybody else tells us how well we're doing in the stock market, and I'm happy for that. I do not resent anybody's millions and millions of dollars, but I will dog them about what they do with that money. I don't care how much money they have. I care what they do with it. And so I care about how we model our genuine sisterhood, not our niceness. I'm not nice. Anybody who knows me will tell you I am not nice. But I have a lot of fun being good. And so that's where I think that's where we join.